Hello and welcome to the Spartan Weekly Sports Update. I'm your host, Alex Gould. It was another exciting week of CWRU athletics, and we've got all the details coming up. Make sure to stay tuned until the very end for details on your chance to win a TV this week as well. It was another 2-0 week for the 22nd ranked women's soccer team, who topped Albion 4-0 at home on Wednesday and then claimed a thrilling 3-2 win in a double overtime at Adrian on Sunday. Sophomore Christina Hickson notched a pair of goals in the win over Albion, while senior Kimberly Chen scored a pair of goals, including the golden goal in the 101st minute against Adrian. The Spartans improved to 6-0 with their wins, making this their best start since the 2002 season. They're going to look to keep that hot start going against Ohio Northern on Friday as well. Next up, the men's soccer team picked up an exciting win of their own, defeating Geneva 1-0 on the road on Wednesday night, as senior Garrett Winter connected on the game winner with just 3 seconds left in regulation. On Saturday, the Spartans played Ohio Wesleyan in a scoreless tie, with sophomore keeper Charlie Fink registering 4 saves during his 110 shutout minutes in goal. Garrett Winter joined us to talk about his game-winning goal against Geneva on Wednesday.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. The game had been really close, and I think we won a corner kick. Ball kind of bounced around and got served back in, and then our big center back kind of headed it back down for me, and then I was just there to punch it in at the last second. So.
The Spartans are now 3-1-2 on the year and will host John Carroll Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. before traveling to Adrian on Saturday. Both the men's and women's cross-country teams registered third-place finishes at the Allegheny Cross Country Classic on Saturday. Sophomore Rahul Mikalaneni led the men, placing 20th overall in the 4-mile race with a time of 22 minutes and 27 seconds, while the women were paced by junior Kara Giannuzzi, who was 23rd overall, completing the 3-mile course with a time of 20 minutes and 6 seconds. The teams will be off next weekend before taking part in the All-Ohio Championships in Cedarville, Ohio on Saturday, September 28th. The CWRU volleyball team picked up a win at the Carnegie Mellon Doubletree Invitational, defeating Washington and Jefferson 3-0 behind a 13-kill, 4-block performance by senior Haley Sims. CWRU also suffered 3-1 losses to Susquehanna and 13th-ranked Hope during the weekend, while dropping a 3-2 match to Scranton. The Spartans, now 4-7, will eye a midweek home match against Baldwin Wallace on Wednesday at 7 p.m. before heading to Waltham, Massachusetts for the first UAA round robin of the year, where they will face Washington University and Chicago on Saturday and NYU on Sunday. The CWRU men's tennis team started their season off strong this weekend. Freshman James Hopper and junior Matthew Chen won the main flight at the Villanova Invitational. Hopper led the way with a 4-0 record in both singles and doubles matches during the first competition of his collegiate career. CWRU will split the squad next weekend with the Rocket Invitational in Toledo, Ohio, and the Oberlin Invitational in Oberlin, Ohio. Next up, the CWRU women's tennis team was at the Kenyon Invitational last weekend, as junior Tricia Sundaram placed second in the main flight of singles, while junior Madeline Palucci placed third in the flight. Sundaram also teamed up with Nicole Cardwell to win the B doubles flight. The Spartans will now turn their attention towards the ITA Central Region Championships in Kalamazoo, Michigan next weekend. Finally, the 1-0 CWRU football team will play their home opener on Saturday at 7 p.m. against PAC rival Grove City, who are 2-0 on the year. Make sure to head to the Santo Field, so students can register at the game for a chance to kick a 35-yard field goal at halftime and win a big screen television. More details are available on athletics.case.edu. That's it for this week. The Spartan Weekly Sports Update is produced by Chris Hierman in coordination with the CWRU Sports Information Department. I'm your host, Alex Gould. We'll see you next week, and go Spartans!